It's Whatever podcast with Zamantungwa and MalcolmEvolves. Hello. My name is Zamantungwa and I go with MalcolmEvolves.
Hi.
I wanted to catch him off guard, but yeah, it's whatever. No, it's whatever. We are here. We're shooting number 3. And we've loved the love we have received from you guys from the first one, from the second episode that we released. Thank you very much. Continue supporting, continue subscribing, and commenting also liking. But yeah, how you doing, Malcolm?
I'm great. I am so amazing. Actually, I feel great.
Like, I'm so amazing.
I am amazing. I feel amazing and I'm amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, so how are you? How are you doing?
I'm well. I'm just like, you always get that time in life where you actually think about, like, that whole 1,000 ways to die kind of thing. No, like, it hits you in random times. Like,
why are you thinking about dying so soon?
I don't know, because usijava washo wathi ukufa kufana ne success is like ukufa. It's never announced.
Okay.
It just happens. So literally, it was honestly for me, I feel like it's that because it just randomly I think about it. And I'm like, okay, I see a spider, I see a fly. Did you know, like, flies carry this worm that, I didn't do much research about it, but I don't know about it. But yeah, there's a worm. It's called like a mouth worm.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's literally found in like feces and stuff. But then flies take that and then into your food. Like, there's like bacteria and stuff in like raisins and in different food. There has to be a number of like a number of bacteria.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, like anything can kill you these days. Like breathing can kill you. Like you could like, and then somebody designed like this virus that only attacks you.
You are depressing us right now.
But no,
really
like,
yeah.
Sometimes you need to just think about those things. You need to just think outside the box. Yeah. And while I was thinking outside the box, I also researching and stuff. You always research because you always want to know stuff.
About death.
I research about everything.
Wow.
I research about it. Like, I'm sure Google is confused right now. They always ask me if I'm a robot because of the stuff because of all the stuff that I Google.
Question though.
Yeah.
Are you a robot?
Wow.
Find out in the next episode.
I was there in Star Wars time. I am. And so yeah, but literally. Getting into serious stuff now. I just wanted to put it under random topic because it is honestly something random and you think about it like randomly also. So it is said snails have 14,000 teeth. So it's 14,000 to 20,000 teeth and some can actually kill you.
Wow. Okay. Wait,
now,
are you saying the snails can kill you?
Yeah. And snails are slow. No.
Yeah.
And because they are slow, to catch like their food and stuff, they release this toxin that actually traps that, that animal so that I can take my time to go to you. Like I trapped you and then it's modeling. I'm modeling towards you.
I'm still stuck on the fact that snails can kill you.
No, snails can kill you. And some other, I think it's called like a water snail or something. Yeah. But like in water, it has this parasite that actually, like if you drink that water, what's the word for it? Contaminated or something. Yeah. Yes, it can actually kill. I know, like Ngumzulu, guys. I'm only speaking English to accommodate everyone, but I am a Zulu.
Bear with her.
Yeah. But yeah, like snails can kill you. So now imagine getting to heaven.
Like, it's a fascinating topic because, like, snails are one of those things where you just, like, look at them and think, I can never die from this.
I know.
Because, like, I'm a huge, there's a word for it, but I keep forgetting it every time. Like, I like everything that crawls, bugs and all of that. Yeah. I am shit scared of any of that.
Same here.
So, ladies, if ever you want to get with me and then you think if there's a spider in our room, I will be the one who's being all heroic. No, I am running. I am running. You are all on your own. Let me just put it out there. But yeah, like I have that fear, even though like some of them I know they like can't do anything. Yeah. But for you to then come now and say a snail can actually kill you,
that is
knowing the type of fears I have.
I know. With, like, I'm animals, sorry.
It's like because I'm always like smashing those things by mistake.
We're always gonna say it's by mistake.
No, honestly, like
Unyatel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, that happens to a lot of people.
Yeah, and I always feel so bad when I hear that crush.
You try and look away very fast because you're just like, I don't want to see if I killed you or did something to you or
Because
something.
you know it's just like mesh snails down there. So what if now they then come back and they're like, you killed all brothers, and then they come back. 'Cause like
You
say,
killed
they
my
can kill
father.
That's like a very weird way to die.
It is. Like, I literally thought of it and I'm like, imagine if you get to heaven, hell, Mkatini, Emaklozini, anywhere you're gonna go, okay? Imagine if you get there and this person is like, so yeah, I had like a road accident. That's how I died. The other was like, yeah, bro. Like, yeah, I was just like, walking and then I fell off the building. You're like, what killed you, bro? A snail. And then maybe if like you're that person that likes building things up, so you're gonna be like, oh my god, I was so terrified. I remember this day like it was yesterday, and I literally went crazy. This thing just terrified me. It scared the life out of me. It just came out of nowhere. And they're like, dude, what came out of nowhere? Like, what was it? It was a snail, bruh. One of the slowest animals ever. That's killed you.
Yeah, but I think it's good that they're actually slow, because if they can actually kill you, I mean, we'd all be doomed because like they everywhere.
True, but no, the thing is, Nakhona Malcolm, it's like they're not meaning to kill you.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Like they honestly don't want to kill you, but it just happens that they kill you. Okay, so maybe it's like when you come across it and stuff like that. But now this becomes a crazy part because there was this product that said that snails, that thing that they can make your skin glow and stuff. Like, and then we started taking the real snail because we were just like, nah, I'm not gonna buy that. That is very expensive. So let me use take the whole snail, work on me.
But it's like, do snails even have mouths?
They do.
Like I've never seen, unless it's like SpongeBob's snail, his pet snail. But I've actually never seen a snail's mouth.
But that's the weird thing. Now, when we get back to the topic, this thing has literally 14,000 teeth, but you have never even seen the mouth. Like, so how tiny are those teeth?
Yeah, they must be really tiny.
It's so confusing. But yeah, that is snails, guys. That is like interesting stuff. You must love them, but understand. I think now would say the smallest things can kill you. Anything can kill you. So be aware. Don't be the giant here and pretend like life is about you, because anything can kill you. But yeah, I'm sure you enjoyed that. Like, I'm 100% sure you enjoyed that because Malcolm enjoyed it, even though he's terrified right now and is looking around to see if there's any spiders and stuff. He is very happy.
Hold my hand.
Aww, adorable.
Anyways.
Anywho, moving on, okay? As we always say, we'd like to hear your comments. We'd like to hear what you have to say. We'd like to follow you back if you follow us, We'd like to hear all those things. So do sure, get to It's Whatever on YouTube, also on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And actually, like, follow, see what we're up to. And we also want to know what you're up to. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on. We just did topic. Now we are doing life. Now, and we're full of surprises, first of all. If that makes sense, okay? We're always going to shock you with the stuff that we come up with. But it's always stuff that affects you. Now, today, we're going to be talking about brand you.
You.
You are a brand. Don't you remember that voice that go on my adverts and stuff when they're trying to motivate you and stuff? Like, you are the brand. You are the one that makes things to be happen. The parts to be done. We have found the parts. Yes, I am talking to you. And then you see in cartoons, they're like, you, me? And you're like, yes, you. Go now. Register. Vote for us. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Honestly kidding. But literally, today we are talking about brand you. Now, it's understanding that many people don't understand that they are a brand. You see different products, per se, in stores and stuff like that. And you're like, yeah, man, that's a brand. I fuck with that. I don't fuck with that kind of thing. Okay? But now we're saying here, you are a brand too. You get people saying, I like you and I don't like you. Now, before we get into much details and stuff and we start talking about this thing even more, we went to the internet and the internet is saying to us, branding yourself means to develop a unique professional identity and a message that sets you apart from others in your company, in your industry, and also in life. So, I think if you'd go to Malcolm's Instagram, you'd know what brand he is.
Yeah.
That's the part that sets him apart. If you'd go to my Instagram, you'd be very confused.
It's like, who is this person?
Because
what is going on here?
I am still trying to find my brand.
Yeah.
Now listen, there's nothing wrong with you not knowing what brand you are as yet. It becomes a process where you are still trying to discover, where you're still trying to, get in touch with your inner self.
Yeah.
So branding is also like soul searching, if that makes sense. Now, people tend to not understand when you're saying, you're a brand in society, because you do have a brother, per se. Let me make an example. My brother is like known for being loving, caring, smart, that guy, him. Okay. And then I'm known for being, we don't know who you are, but we know you're full of stuff and we're still trying to figure out who you actually are, kind of thing. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so that is what your brand is. That's what the stuff that you do that people actually gravitate towards you or actually just run away from you. Those are the stuff. But yeah, Malcolm, we're talking about brands.
Yeah.
Brand you.
Brand
me.
Brand you.
Yeah.
I must brand you.
Well, you can't really brand me. You can brand me if I'm asking you to brand me.
Yeah.
But literally, that is interesting actually. No, that is honestly interesting. You can brand me if I don't know what brand I am yet, and I'm still trying to find out.
That is true.
That
is true.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe like a lot of people may be confused on the whole like branding. Like, isn't a brand something you should have if you like working towards something? And some people might even think, Uguti, I don't need to be a brand.
Yeah, I'm not selling anything.
Yeah, I'm not selling anything. Like, I'm not trying to like achieve anything.
Yeah, but let me make an example.
Yeah.
I'm a marketing person, people, so I am loving this topic because it's all about branding. But yeah, you get into a store, or actually you're even hungry. You're deciding on what you're gonna eat. You're like, nah, man, I'm not gonna cook because I don't feel like cooking. I want some fast food. And then you're like, okay, cool. Now I've got these options. I don't know do you want us to mention the names of the companies or so? Okay, let's not mention them. That is okay. So now the first thing that comes to your mind that you want to eat, the people behind, the team behind, the marketing team behind that product branded it to attract you.
Yeah.
So now you have meals where you're just like, I want something to snack on. That's the store that I'd go to.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm drunk and I want some nice hot stuff. You know where you're going to go to,
So basically a brand is like something that attracts others to you, either your work or just you as a person.
It's about you.
So
okay.
I mean, I guess like it's really important because I mean, like I feel like many people don't know to like what extent like they should protect their brand because like just you as a person, like even your personality, that's a brand itself.
True.
Which means with everything that you post, you say on the internet,
that's brand you.
You are branding yourself basically. If there's to get okay, this one is a funny one. That's your brand.
That's what sets you apart. But now you go into touching this thing of there are some instances. Is that the right way of saying it? I don't care. But there are some parts where you could mislead people about your brand. And people can get the wrong representation about your brand. Yeah. Now, there are people that know me to being a kind person. And there are people that... Person? No.
So they are misinformed.
Yes, you're getting the wrong message.
Yeah.
Now, it becomes a point of saying, I'm going to release... I'm going to say something, basically. I'm going to say, this is crazy. Now, the way that you translate it, that's your way. And that's the same thing that happens when it becomes that I'm talking about my brand. The way that you translate whatever I'm saying becomes the way that you understand my brand being, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So literally, it is honestly that of saying brand you,
Yeah.
but we can always misinterpret it because of the wrong message that you're sending on social media. You know, if that makes sense. So me understanding your brand then becomes...
Because even like when you're trying to find a job now, that's how they know what type of person you are. That's how they know your brand.
Because it's the only
it's like the word brand that tends to, or that may confuse people sometimes. Because it's like, does that mean that I need to have a t-shirt? Does
Point it out me.
Like a hoodie? Yeah. Because I mean, basically, like employers look for brands now. What type of person are you?
Yeah.
This brand. Can I put my trust in this brand?
Yeah.
So
is it worth investing?
Is it exactly, because you're investing in this. Yeah, like if you're getting employed, that's basically somebody investing in you. Because they're hoping that this brand will get me like more money, more capital, more this and that. So kids, be very careful of what I mean. This is actually it then goes on to like this whole influencers thing, because most of them when they're starting off, like mostly females this time, I'll just say females, not trying to be sexist or anything, but
it's what's
mostly
out there
females that are doing it, because you look at when like these companies or brands are looking for somebody to like push their products, they look for, is this person like, do they represent what we're trying to sell, for one? Two, they following, how big is their following? The reason why they look at the following and all of that is because, I mean, you only follow what you like, and if you like if you have something that's likable about you, it means it's a brand. Yeah. So it's something you actually stand for.
That's the weird part, because for me personally, I'm not a huge social media person.
No, you're not.
I am not. I'm honestly not. And the career that I'm in expects me to be a huge social media person. But luckily, I've got people like Malcolm that actually, they hold my hand and I do baby steps, But literally, I'm not a social media person. But then now it's not that easy for me to post.
Yeah.
Because now I'm thinking brand me.
Yeah.
So now it runs a thick line of that thing of saying, are you a perfectionist? You want everything to look good? Are you self-obsessed or something? And then the other side is like, but this is my brand. What I put out there, the slightest, product that shows there, that kind of like links into me. And people are seeing that. And this could affect me in some way. So now, it's not that I'm self-obsessed or something. It's just...
No, it's not even
it's brand.
About like obsessed, because many people don't even know that they that they like branded themselves and they protecting their brands. Because I mean, I look at sometimes I'm just scrolling through people's stories on Instagram, the ones I do follow. And then every now and then you'll find somebody saying, "Oh, my feed, should I change my feed? Should I change the color scheme? Should I do this and that on my feed?" Which means they actually like aware of, you know what, I have to have an aesthetic. I have, oh man, I took this nice photo, but I can't post it because it doesn't go along with my aesthetic on my... That whole thing, it's just like fascinating if you kind of think of it.
It is.
It's really fascinating.
No, it is.
But it's also frustrating. Because like, take me for instance, like what I'm doing right now is I have like this whole, like my aesthetic, I have like this whole color palette thing I'm doing. I first posted like the whites, and then I posted like all black photos, and then I posted all
brown,
gray, and then after that it was brown. Right. And sometimes I just take a nice photo and I'm just like, oh, this photo is nice, but then I can't post it because it doesn't go along with my aesthetic.
And I think that's a sacrifice.
Like, it is a sacrifice, but that's a sacrifice you have to make for your brand, because people must know that's the guy who does this on his Instagram. That's actually pretty cool. Because like I've actually had so many people asking me, how do you do it, or like what do you use, this and that. That's how you get yourself out there. No,
true. But just in stepping away from social media a bit, and let's come back to life. Now, as much as we are young people that live on social media a lot, but now we are also people that are more alive than on social media, if that makes sense.
And so sense.
So we just talked about the whole social media part, and now we're talking about the life part. You know, the brand that your siblings know you as, the brand that your friends know you as, because you always told when you know when you're studying, and they're like, look at everybody who is in this room. And know them and remember them, because these people are the people that could help you in 5 years time, in 2 years time, in whatever industry they're in whatever business they're in, because now you're in a room with journalists, with PA people, with marketing people, with, you know, production, TV production people. And I'm saying those are brands. You know, you might be good at what you do, but because your brand sucks, it means like your personality sucks.
Yep.
In a way, you know. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna mess with you. Me and you are not gonna be friends. I need your product. I know you're good at what you do, but because your brand is bad, you know, and it becomes even the little things. You get people that are so good at what they do, but they're unreliable.
They're so good at lying, and then you're like, that's your brand. I'm
Yeah,
a liar.
yeah. You know, you
Yeah.
are literally, you're a good person. You've got a good following. I'm like, okay, you know, if I want to take my business to the next level, I'd actually, you know, mess with you. You know, I would actually be, me and you would be friends, you know. But because you are not reliable, and that is what you have told me. You've painted this picture that I am like, this is my brand, this is what I can do. And I'm like, yes, it ticks all the boxes, but it's not trustworthy. So now it damages the whole brand that you built, because like, even if I want to work with you, is it worth it? Is it worth my time for me to be friends with you, to share with you,
So
to do
basically,
business with you?
What you're saying is a brand is more than the outer appearance. You also have to be a good person, just like internally, trustworthy, so on and so forth. Just like you can have,
Because it's
like,
your brand.
yeah, just like you can have like a really nice looking sneaker, but if you know what to get, the quality though,
It's bad.
yeah, well, it's not, it won't be worth you spending your money on it. It's like, okay, it's dope, it's nice, I can wear it once and show off.
But even like mini
a week.
stuff.
But now it's like, is it trustworthy? Like on the long run, is it trustworthy? Just like a person, like, okay, I mean, you know, the outer appearance, they look good, they know what they're doing, they're very good.
We all good here. We all can talk. No, we
yeah.
we all can talk.
But
Yeah.
can I actually trust them to like, you know, stand the test of time? the test
But
of
it's even
time?
little things, Malcolm.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. Here's a sneaker. You know, I like it and everything. But my friend bought that sneaker and was like, yo, I had to wait for a month for it to get here. And then now I'm like, I like it, but is it worth me waiting that
Okay,
long?
yeah.
Or maybe the delivery person was just not nice. So now it becomes the people around you affect your brand. Because wherever I go, whatever I say about Malcolm, that is the representation that people are going to get about who Malcolm is.
Yeah, so I mean, because we're about to wrap up
Yeah.
this topic, come on, I keep forgetting my points.
I love that. That's when your brain is like, yeah, who's the boss? Yeah.
But I mean, I guess on like a closing note, we can just say, Uguti, protecting your brand isn't just about you making the right decision in terms of like what are you putting out there, but also like making the right decision on who you associate yourself with. Because nobody ever says, Uguti, that person's friend is like this. If you are a group, just like if you went to a fast food restaurant and they so happen to serve you, or like the cashier happened to be rude, one, or whatever food you got happened to be like really horrible, you won't say, this fast food restaurant at this place at this location was this bad. You're just gonna say this restaurant is, the employees are so rude, this, and then now you taint the whole
thing.
brand.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Like friends, they won't say, oh no, just one of them out of that. No, they're gonna say, yo, that group, I'm telling you, they are just so bad. So basically, that's how you protect your brand. Brand you. I actually know of like somebody who's been in trouble, like jail time, because of like association, right? When they were not even like there.
Yeah.
And it's also like a touchy topic, but one of our friend, someone we know of, has actually also just buried a brother. Because of like something similar, because of who he associated himself with.
Crowd, yeah.
Yeah, so that's like the whole brand, because now he's known as that person. It's like, no, if they're doing that, if they did that, then now Opagati Lapo, then you also did it because you hang out with them. There's no ways they can do that and we're not.
You were, you were just, it's like, if you're going to be talking about this, what were you talking about, you know?
Exactly.
Like, no, but like, honestly, that is true. And we are going to be closing this topic, and we just want to say, Guti, protect your brand. We're not saying become a good person just because you want people to like you. If you are weird, continue being weird, but acknowledge that that is my brand. That is who I am. If you're a rude person, continue to be rude. That is your brand.
So
that is who you are. That's the thing. No, it's like, okay, no, this can happen. And honestly, like literally in closing, it is understanding that the brand that you are, being true to it and being able to know where you stand helps you when it comes to society and everything in these more like changing cultures and so on. It helps you know what to stick by and what you don't mess with. So literally that is that. But yeah, guys, if you want to know more about, brand me, if you've got any questions, if you've got any comments, if you want to add to it, because understanding your comments is seen by everyone. So if you can actually help someone out there to say, yo, I miss with this. This is the brand that I am. And, anything that you got to say, basically. Comment down below. Subscribe. We need those subscribers, guys. That's our brand. Brand us. But Yazin, let's move on. That was fun. I love that. I love literally. Take that wherever you go, That's good life lessons. We're going to get into culture. Okay? We're going to get into the juicy stuff now, because these are like stuff that are happening around us. And please do understand there's stuff that we don't talk about because we honestly, the mood of the show, we want to keep it there, So there's stuff that happened that we are not going to mention because of just, the water, keep it flowing.
Exactly. That's exactly how it is.
So in culture, something nice happened on Thursday.
So we're talking Black excellence here.
We're talking Black excellence. And we're literally talking about people that have been more than just, you're famous or something. We're talking about people that have actually also contributed to society. Now, there is this award that is handed out by the president himself.
Okay.
Yes. So, so Mr. Ramaphosa handed out an award to 30 people.
Okay.
30 people. I was going to say 30...
Give or take.
Yeah, but it is literally 30 people that actually won got I don't know, got congratulated. I don't know what's the word for it. Got honored for their contribution to society. Now, there are 6 categories, and these people actually got to take some. So now we know this one of these ladies from, her old little comedy series, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Oh, Meritwala.
Meritwala.
So Mrs. Mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's amazing. She's just so great. She still scares me.
Why?
Remember that one series that was out on SABC1 a long time ago? Ubizo, I think it was Ubizo.
Yes.
That thing was scary. That thing was so scary. But I feel like.
So now you still whoa.
No, but it's
I wouldn't mess with you at night.
But it's also the thing of, back when South Africa was actually trying. I feel bad for saying that, but I have to say, back when South Africa, I call it the golden ages, back when we were watching TV, right? They actually had these series they were actually series, because now everything is just a soapy.
No, they were nice stuff.
Back then, you had something that was they would just run for 14 episodes and then it's done. And then you wait for the second season and 14 episodes, then it's done.
And it would be a nightmare waiting.
Yeah.
It would honestly be a nightmare.
Yeah, so I remember when that came out, everyone was like, Ubizo. So I was like, let me check this out. And it was so amazing.
It was good. No, it was good. It was good.
Yeah, and her performance was just out of this world.
Her performance everywhere is actually, beautiful.
And I feel like if you are that memorable,
you need to be
honored. Yeah, because she was. I feel like today people just know actors because they're acting on a popular soapy, but there's no that factor of being memorable is
basically you're a trend.
It's like sorry to just a little bit. It's like what was that show? Home Affairs.
Yeah.
Remember Home Affairs?
Yeah.
That Vuiswa's mother or something that drank. She was so amazing. Yeah. Like,
You
she
know,
was
all
so
of that. You
amazing
still
on that too.
remember
It's
all
like,
those stuff. No vuyo.
Yeah.
The walk. Like, no, guys, that was like, I honestly support you that when you're saying that was the golden age of TV. Because we didn't have all these things that we have now where you can actually, something funny happens or maybe something interesting happens in the series or a soapy or anything. And then you just snap that part and then you share it on your status or something. We didn't have that, you know, but you knew good if you were like saying home affairs. And you say, Magabul, you knew she was a drunk woman, Mchondolo, all those things. Like, you knew that.
Like, imagine,
that's beautiful.
Imagine, even your I'm sorry I keep forgetting her name.
Yeah, Meritwala.
Meritwala, yes, even her. Imagine if like that happened today, the memes that would come out, like out of both of them actually, the memes. Yeah, but
no,
not
that'd be
taking away
beautiful
from like
stuff.
the awards.
No, honestly, that literally this award,
she really deserves it.
it's a national order award to that. You know, it's presented to individuals by the president. You know, those individuals are being recognized for their contribution to the country. Okay. You know, so those are just people that didn't just wake up and say, I'm gonna be famous. Those are people that contributed. They did something. Yeah. And also another person who actually got that award was Mama Yvonne Chaka Chaka.
I love Mama Yvonne.
She also won that award. Now, literally, there are 6 categories, as I said. The names are so hard to pronounce, so I'm not even gonna bother. But literally, she also took that award home. And the nice thing about this is it's honoring people that are still around and people that are not around. Yeah. So literally it's saying, Wutsi, if you contributed well into society and you did something and you made a change, we are recognizing you. And we are saying, props to that. And also the people that also took an award, the president of Madagascar, the ex-president actually of Madagascar, also got an award. And now this award
Madagascar, the movie.
No,
I like to move it.
Listen, wait, I just want to get my facts straight. Madagascar, the country. Mm-hmm. So the island. Yes, the island. Living on island, you're like, yeah. So literally, he got it's an OR Tambo Award for outstanding contribution to the struggle of democracy in South Africa. That is props. That's why you're going like this all the way. That is like big stuff. So that award took place. The reason we're letting you know about this award because we are saying, Gutsi, Twitter will never give you an award greater than that. When you are recognized by the president, when you're recognized by the country for something good that you've done. So literally we're saying, start now, do something, and who knows?
Yeah.
We might be standing there and we're like, it's whatever, I just got. You need to dream, guys. Yeah, that's the only thing that keeps us alive these days. We have to, make things happen. And use imagination and everything. And also, Twitter use their imagination. The Twitter people. They use their imagination. Now the second topic that we're going to talk about on culture is
How did we survive all these years without Twitter?
I don't know.
Like I feel like nowadays Twitter is so integrated into our lives that it's like, how did we even manage to like?
But it's beautiful also.
No, it is.
The connection that you make, like you get somebody named at what, and you're like, that's my friend. On Twitter, we're best buddies.
Yeah, like how many friends do you have? Like friends you've never met, like online friends.
Oh man, that's beautiful. Yeah.
It's like, I have some people who are like
social media has got crappy parts, ne? But one of the best things that social media has, it's connecting you by stuff that you say. And what you're saying is what you're writing, basically. So it's connecting you about what you put out there. It's not about your body. It's not about your personality. And that's something that you get from Twitter. Instagram, you may look at your physique and everything. But, Twitter, we're looking at, limited a number of words that you can say and how you use it. So it's literally that. Actually, we were doing a presentation for another company. And they're like, Twitter scares me because it's for smart people. You got, a limited amount of things that you can say. Well, not like things that you can say, but like, words that you can use.
You have to have a full message within this number of words. So you can't blabber and blabber and blabber and blabber and blabber like how I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it.
There's a lot of blabbering for no good reason.
Exactly.
Yeah. Imagine if they actually, remember when they actually said you must summarize in English class? and then you had to summarize and make it into a short story.
And then those who can't tweet like that
Couldn't
right now
do that.
are those who failed English.
Because that was like the easiest 10 marks ever. That was like literally the easiest 10 marks that you can get by just writing that small little thing. I honestly also couldn't do it. That's why I'm not a Twitter person. But Twitter went crazy. Okay, the Mr. South Africa released what you call this? They really on their Facebook. They released the top 20 finalists.
Candidates. Oh, finalists.
Yes, finalists. Yes. I don't know. You see now the importance of language. The importance of language. You know, you're using candidates, finalist. You know, it's a lot for us to remember. But literally, they released the top 20 finalists that are going to be, you know, one of them might be our Mr. South Africa.
I heard there was an outrage on that.
There was. Listen, Malcolm hasn't seen the picture, so I'm going to actually... Now, I want to show you the finalists so that you know what we're talking about, you know, so that you're following. So these are the finalists.
Okay. Wait, okay.
So those are the finalists. Take your time, digest everything, look at them all, and love them, hate them, do whatever you want.
Wow, okay, so, I mean, I heard there was an outrage on Twitter. Because, well, just social media as a whole.
But, like, look at number... Okay, I just hope that you have the picture. But look at number 3. The last row.
Oh, the last... Whoa!
He reminds me of Ubongo.
Okay, so what was, like, the whole...
So, literally, now people were going on about, you know... Most people were saying they're not sexy enough. If that makes sense. People are just like, oh man, you're not sexy, you're not, you know how Miss South Africa is.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, bikinis and everything.
But
so now people were comparing that. That's why they even created their own pictures, taking other people that, you know, that they feel like would be good finalists.
Yeah.
Now, the misconception, and this is the important part.
I was gonna go on that.
This is the important part when it comes to actually understanding something. Now, the CEO of Mr. South Africa, the person who's, you know, the big boss behind everything, said... People tend to misinterpret, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
They tend to misinterpret and they tend to think, Mr. South Africa and Miss South Africa is the same thing. Now, firstly, what's different about this one is they don't look at your age.
Okay.
There's no age limit. There's literally no body type to be taking this and this. They're saying we are taking the person that is contributing to society. So their headshots are just given so that we can, you know, see the picture of that person that that you're talking about. The most important part of it is what you've done in society. That's what we focus on.
Okay, no, okay. So it's not like a pageant, like
it's not. And I think people should have actually tried to understand that we never see a Mr. SA pageant running on for 3 hours or so. We never see that, you know. So literally,
but I was actually gonna say, because you spoke about misconception. Well, if say maybe it was like exactly like Miss South Africa, you know how you have to like go in and like audition if there are auditions and model and walk down the aisle in like your speedos. I feel like men are too proud to do any of that, and like, okay, come on, if we're being honest, we do have a lot of good-looking men in SA.
We do.
Right. But it's not every good-looking man who's going to be like, you know what, I'm going to answer this thing.
I've got time to actually contribute to society.
You know, no, apart from like contributing, I'm just saying if it was like an actual pageant. Is that how it's pronounced? I don't
know.
Fine.
Like, we're not into those things, so...
Yeah. But I feel like no man, well, not no man, but like many men wouldn't be like...
many men.
I feel like many men. I feel like many men wouldn't be like, oh, I'm sexy enough to answer this thing.
Yeah.
I feel like they would be like too proud to do that. Even if like, you know, together, this guy could actually win. But yeah, and like him, like as a person, as a brand, I don't feel like
he's got time for that.
Yeah, many of
but
them.
But now, go on, let's be honest. Some guys that care about their look more than anything do not even care about, you know, I need to do some good in the community or something, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I kind of maybe have covered looks, but I can't see myself wearing the overall and going to assist in the community. I'm not saying you're a bad person, but I'm saying you haven't dedicated your life into doing that.
No, but you're mixing this up now. Because we're talking about, let's say, Miss the SA was exactly like Miss SA.
Okay.
Yeah, but that, so no community thing. Because we Miss, it's not like they're taking you because of Miss, of like,
yeah, but you have to be contributing in a way to society still. No, they do look at that. Like, they do look at some of your qualifications, like, you know, how smart you are and what you've actually done for society. That's why it's also, like, put in there that, you know, for that year, you need to be going around doing stuff, if that makes sense. Like, you know, building houses, doing all those things. So they do that. It's just the only difference is they're wearing, you know, those sachets. They call it sachet or something. They're wearing that, and they're wearing a crown, and... they still expected to work, if that makes sense. But just in a comment from the CEO, and this literally just, you know, it takes you out of that whole fakeness vibe, if that makes sense. He says, and I quote, "It's unnecessary to diminish their character and degrade them purely based on their looks without actually acknowledging their personal stories, what they have captured or what they have actually done for society and the goodness in their heart." So listen, literally, this whole thing is saying we don't care about how beautiful you are. We are saying
you're beautiful on the inside.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
That's literally what it's saying, okay? And that's beautiful stuff. So I think big ups to the contestants, okay? If you photoshopped and did all of those things, you feel crappy right now. If you chose a prettier guy and did all of that, you feel very crappy right now because goodness of the heart, you missed that one. Hashtag.
Okay.
Hashtag what's wrong with me.
Oh, that's the song from
Mass the Difference. Yeah.
Oh, I saw that trending on Twitter actually.
Yeah. So you want to tell that? Let me give it to you. Tell us that. Tell us about what you saw on Twitter.
No, I mean, like, I saw the song. It was all over the place. Amazing song. As somebody who actually appreciates lyricism and rap, it's a great song by Mass the Difference featuring Cassper Nyovest. But I think like the story in all of this is, well, there are actually two stories. One of the stories is how it came
translated.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the stories is how it came about. You know, how this young kid from, you know, who was inspired by Cassper Nyovest and J. Cole.
Yeah. How
this kid just posted this thing, right? He just posted this song of his under the Cassper Nyovest's Twitter post. Yeah. And from there, it just grew to being what it is right now. Like, it's actually trending. Like, this guy from nowhere, he has a song that is trending right now, and he's on a song with Cassper Nyovest. Because Cassper said, "Wow, kid, you're actually nice. You know, I like
you.
Let me jump
Brand new is beautiful."
You know, yeah, because you're like, oh, I mean, you know, in SA we don't find that much lyricism anymore. So I was like, let me jump on this, and it's actually like a telling song. It's a really nice song.
No, it's a beautiful one, and it's literally telling you something.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard the song, I suggest you go to Mass the Difference or go under Cassper Nyovest and actually listen to the song. This is literally not saying we're gonna be playing this song in the club, but this is the song that you listen to it and then you realign your values. You get to check yourself. So that song is like literally a check yourself song. And
you better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Of course. Some of the things that it touches on the whole celebrity thing of Cassper on one of his, you know, rhymes
verses,
in one of his verses, it touched on the fact that you can actually beat somebody and it be on a story, but still nothing is being done about it.
Well, you said something about, you know, getting away from well, I mean, people who are beating women are getting away from it, you know, even though they beat the like on an Insta story. I mean, everybody knows the story.
Everybody knows that story.
Now, we're not gonna touch on that, but we all know.
But those people are busy living life, you know. And when I want to use the way saying the living life, because the last time we checked, they were like charges, and then dololo. We haven't heard anything.
It's actually a song now that is played everywhere.
How do you celebrate that?
Well, I guess it's celebrity.
No, come on, guys. Like, literally, check yourself. This is the time where you check yourself. How do you dance to a song knowing what happened?
It's celeb privilege. We have a lot of that in SA.
Okay.
Well, not just in SA. Like
everywhere. No,
actually.
everywhere. Everywhere. But now, as kulmenge yet, we don't care about the rest of the world and stuff. We're talking about our celeb privilege. We always say nobody's above the law, but I think with more things that happen, we are literally getting to notice that there are some people that are going to get some benefits, if that makes sense. You know, it was there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was honestly there. You saw the slap. You saw everything happening. It doesn't matter how she provoked him. He did it. And now it becomes how many women, how many kids, or well, how many guys, or how many whoever is abusive in a relationship. How many times have they apologized and said it was a mistake, but still got punished for it?
Mm-hmm. Without being specific, because I don't want us to do that.
Yeah.
Without being specific, but I guess what you're saying is, you know, sometimes, you know, some people go to jail, like random people, John Doe's like you and I, you know, they would actually like face charges for just
extreme ones, food.
Yeah, and like just for somebody saying you actually did it, and then would actually like face charges and like, you know, get punishment off of someone's word, off of he says, she said, right? Whereas in this case now there's evidence right there.
That it happened.
It's like right there, but you know, nothing is happening about it, nothing is being done about it. And I think like Cassper speaks on this because I feel like it needed a voice, somebody who actually has a voice, you know, to actually speak on these things.
True.
I feel like South African celebs don't take that much charge right now, and it's really commendable for like Cassper.
No, that's a big.
He spoke about a lot of things, if we be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's really important to have somebody in society who will just be, you know, out there about it without being afraid of anything like repercussions or whatever. Because it's like this is an issue that needs to be addressed. You know, and if it's just people on Twitter who really don't have a voice.
But you know what's worse about it, Malcolm? It's the fact that when you're a celebrity, you got people looking up to you. And now we can't limit the age group of those people looking up to you. You got kids that look up to you. And they're gonna, like, you know, what you're doing, they see it as, you know, yo, this person is doing this, I like it. Even the bad stuff, they're gonna imitate that and they're gonna do that. And now that becomes a point where you're saying, shouldn't the law be put there? That even if I look up to this person, if this person does something wrong, then I know that it's punishable, if that makes sense. Then because then what does that say to me? It says, it's okay, maybe there are things that I can get away with, you know?
Yeah.
That's some crazy stuff. It also happened with another lady.
Okay.
Who was, we're not mentioning names because we're just trying to be good people right now. But this lady last year was involved in an accident.
Mention the names.
Okay. Okay. No, I'm going to say it. No, Uspatle Pisane was involved in an accident last year. She didn't hurt anyone. But, you know, it was a lot of damage to her, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then when this news came out, it also came up with the whole thing of the charges that were going to be laid on her. Okay. Because, you know, it's reckless driving, you know, negligence and all those things, even though you didn't harm anyone. And also, I think there was also that suspicion of, you know, driving with alcohol.
Yeah.
Because from what we are hearing, she was at an event. So it becomes all those things. And now recently from, you know, the gossip or whatever, when we read the news, basically, we found out that the charges were dropped.
Do you know, I don't know if in SA it's also the same, but do you know in some countries, if you are caught drinking and driving, especially if you get into an accident, it doesn't go down as a DUI, driving under the influence. In some countries, it actually goes down as attempted murder because it's actually like homicide because you know that you are not in a state to drive, and by driving you're putting other people's life in danger or at risk.
No, and her one was extreme.
In terms, it's being called attempted murder because that's what you're doing. You're trying to kill these people.
You're getting on, like you're driving a car while knowing that you are not 100% well to drive a car. And you can hurt anybody on the road even not on the road.
But again, celeb privileges.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that was like something that was out there. That was saying, well, so this is what happened. You know, Now, where are the child seeing Uti? Maybe was she drunk or was she not drunk? What was happening? All those things are not released. Celeb privileges.
These are things that need to be spoken about.
These
We
are
hate to be the ones to do it, but we're doing it. Usually we want to have fun on this thing. Usually,
but you know, we are gonna have people that are gonna like us and they're gonna like hate us. But you know, that is, and if we know that we're speaking the truth, let it be. You know, and that's honestly it. Celeb privileges. You know, we were talking about being rich and having privileges. Now we're talking about. Could be a celebrity and have privileges. Could be in politics and have privileges. Yeah. So it's about who you know. Ne? I know him and he knows we're good. Ne? But literally, we're closing this up. Ne? Yeah. The reason we do these things is always we want to start a conversation and we want to get things happening. So if you have anything to comment about in the topics that we've spoke about, you know, honoring Black people, the whole thing about, you know, Mr. S.A., the looks of a person, or also, you know, celeb privileges, the stuff that happen and nobody gets punished for. Do comment down below. If you know somebody that also benefited from celeb privileges or from money privileges or politics privileges, put it out there. The worst thing, we had a guy run like 2 terms of office and he was corrupt as crazy, but privileges.
Allegedly.
Privileges. No, but he did some stuff. But yeah, we're not going to even touch on that. Yeah. But yeah, we're just saying there's some privileges that you get. So we're closing that one and let's just leave you happy. You know, weird fact time. Okay? This is where we have fun with it. We just go to the internet and we're like, tell me anything. And the internet is like, well, enter the life of today. There is a woman that just did this. That's what happens. So today's weird fact is, in 2014, a missing woman on a vacation in Iceland was found when it was discovered that she was in the search party looking for herself. I had to try and say that with a straight face because I was about to laugh, but I needed to get everything out there. Literally, we found you, but you were also looking for yourself. So now I'm like, who was she looking for?
I just want to know one thing.
Yeah.
One thing I just want to know is this woman's dealer, because clearly he has some strong stuff.
That's the thing.
That's one thing I want to know. Like, who is this woman's dealer? Because I really need some of that.
Dude, like, can I really look for myself? Some of that.
Like, imagine this whole thing there. Like, you're missing, and then you're like, oh, there's somebody missing. Two, before I even finish up on that, did nobody know this person? Because I mean, like, she's here, she's like in the search party.
Like, literally, was there no pictures or anything of her saying go to this?
So, like, who were they looking for?
Like, I'm even like looking at the emotional part because like you're sitting there. Let's say I'm that woman, ne? And I'm sitting there, and you like in that briefing where they're telling you that this young woman or this woman is missing, and you just like, oh my God, I wonder what's wrong with her. Where is she? Is she okay? Is she alive? Is she dead? But that's yourself. Like, you know, all the emotions that were going on. Like, how is she feeling looking for herself?
That is just amazing. This actually reminds me of something.
Yeah.
Because like this is like this fact. Because I'm just thinking now, what was her reaction when she actually found out that she was the one who's being like looked for?
Yeah.
Like what are you? You know, this actually reminds me of something that happened on Twitter. You know how it's kind of a serious topic. But at that time, it was cool because it was actually like funny when it happened. So apparently, this somebody, I think it was a friend or something, posted this on Twitter. You know, posted a photo of a dude. I think it was a guy.
Okay.
Yeah, posted a photo of this guy and said, "Please help me look for this person. They have been missing from this time to this time. Please retweet." Yeah. Two, I mean, still like the guy was like, "Yo, please remove this. I'm not missing. I'm
just ignoring you.
Like, I'm not missing. Like, what, you know?" And then somebody commented, "How? So now we can't even go Jola in peace because somebody will say we're missing." Because now I'm just thinking about this woman. Now, what if they were like, you know, let me just go see my boyfriend. Yeah. And like go away, and then they were there for like maybe the weekend, and then somebody was like, "Oh, they're missing. They've been gone for 72 hours."
And that's the thing. Who reported that she's missing?
Probably like a family or something.
You know, because
or like friends.
That's the thing. Because like maybe I don't want to be found.
Because now I'm just trying to. I'm trying to understand this whole thing, like how it happened. Maybe she came like in the middle of the search party and then asked somebody who didn't know who this person was, like, yo, what's happening? And then they were like, oh no, a woman is missing. And then she got worried, like, oh, okay, let me help.
Oh man, a poor woman. Yo, guys. Okay, I think you need to stop being honest with people. If you don't want to be found, she has to be high. Like you're in Iceland. Like I'm sure that cold shit got her like on some brain what.
She must
had like a brain freeze.
I'm sorry, I'm kidding. Someone was like, oh, you know, I'm sure they had the photo and they were like, this looks like her.
No, or maybe they didn't even have the picture.
But even if they did, and then she's Asian, and they were like, this looks like her, but they were like, no, I don't want to seem racist and say, is this you? Because you know, like how the general conception over to all Asian people look alike. So they were like, I don't want to seem racist and say, is this not you?
I don't want to offend you or anything.
Be, like,
it's crazy.
So let me just run with it.
It's crazy. Let us find you. Let us.
Yeah.
We're just trying to leave this on a very happy note. We're just trying to leave it on a very nice and jolly note, you know. So literally, you know, can I if I don't want to be found, you know, I don't want to be found. Let's leave it like that.
Look for me.
I don't know that song, but I'm gonna know it from today.
I don't think there's a song like that.
I'm sure there is.
Don't save her. She don't wanna be saved. That's a song. Okay. We don't want to get cocky struck.
Yeah, so but literally, that was a fun show, actually. It's a podcast, guys. We talk here. If you were expecting you're gonna see somebody jumping in and doing something, or you're gonna expecting us to do something besides just sitting here and talking, then I'm sorry.
No, we're not. It's a podcast.
It's a podcast. So but literally, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's third episode. We shot it in a very nice and chilled vibes. You see, we're not sweating because winter is here. It is here. You know, you're doing that Game of Thrones kind of thing, winter is here.
Is it weird? Like I started watching Game of Thrones, I think to like season 3. And then after that, I was like, nah.
You know, into it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of people.
No, you know, like how. Because like when I started it, it was when it was actually coming out like season by season.
And usually you got impatient.
Yeah, and usually if I'm seeing 3 seasons of something and then it just stops and I have to wait for like a whole year, I'm out of it. Like,
no, that's true. And I think
so like when it came back, because now it's like at like season 8 now. When it came back, I was like, oh yeah, I'm good now. Yeah. So
no, I've never watched it. I'm not gonna watch it.
So
there are some things that I just, I'm part of that 1%. But I'm gonna watch that new movie coming that has that guy who's got a funny face.
The purple guy, the purple Teletubby.
I don't know. I'm gonna watch the movie with the Joker. I will watch that one. We will literally watch that one, and we're gonna do a live podcast in the theater. And
no,
they're gonna think we're trying to film it or something.
But we're gonna do a review, maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna do a review, and it's coming soon. Yeah, we've got nice movies coming out, guys. It's so used to us going to the theater these days. But yeah, we're still gonna support them, hey. Anyways. But Jazzy, with everything said, with everything weird, with everything culture, facts and everything, it's whatever from us. You can catch us on social media, okay? We are there. I don't have a brand yet, but I'm trying to find myself. So bear with me as I do that.
It's whatever.
@whatever. Yeah. Or you can actually catch me at Zamantungwa on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Or you can also go to Malcolm Creates or MalcolmEvolves. Whichever one you want to write. It's the right one. But from us, till next time, it's whatever. Catch us on our socials at Zamantungwa and Malcolm Creates.